What's up, guys? It's your Super Playaz with your host Tony G, and I got the perfect life form for the perfect price. A sell budget deck. It won't break the bank for you, at least. And let's get to the deck. And we have Cell right here, the budget deck profile. So if you guys are just tuning in and don't know what this leader does, I'm gonna read it to you guys. So when this card is placed in the leader area, you choose one Cell Games Arena from your deck and activate it, and you can't activate field cards for the duration of the game. So that means you can't play any other field card for the game. So that's pretty wild. And then activate main once per turn. Choose one green or yellow card from your hand and place it under this card, and then choose one card in your life and place it in your drop. So you pretty much create yourself. And what's great about this is that anything that self-awakens is always a great ability, in my opinion. And if there are a total of 4 or more energy between you and your opponent, you may choose 2 cards and flip this. You may draw 2 cards and flip this card over. So he pretty much guarantees turn 2 awaken no matter what. And when you awaken, you draw 2 cards, and once per turn, same effect. Choose one green or yellow card from your deck and place it under this card, and you create yourself until you're at 4 lives, so you can start activating your super combos. And not only that, and then this is the second ability. Once per turn, choose 2 cards under this card and place them in the owner's drop area, and play 2 cell tokens in the in the battle area. So you will have 10 power cell token juniors for 0 to 5k combo and 10,000 power. So that's what he does when he's awakened, and pretty much it's a guaranteed turn 2 no matter what, unless your opponent like really doesn't put any energy, then that'd be really weird. And then speaking of Cell, this is the Cell Arena card that you guys will play. As soon as this guy hits the leader field or leader area, you play this immediately. So you choose one of your Cell tokens, Cell Junior tokens, and remove it from the game. And when one of your Cell cards in the bat is removed from the battle area by an opponent's skill, choose up to 1 Cell card with an energy cost 9 or less and from your deck and place it in the drop deck or drop area and add it to your hand. And then choose 1 card in your opponent's hand and place it in the drop area and shuffle your deck if you look through it. So you can only play 1, so I only run 1 of these guys because he's very good. And it pretty much, whenever your opponent wants to KO a Cell card, you just get rid of 1 of your Cell tokens and your opponent discards 1, and you bring back whatever Cell piece you need to go up the chain, and there we go. And so it's very consistent. And then we have the 1 drop. I think this is a very powerful card, in my opinion. People, I think, might not be noticing how powerful this is. It's a 1 drop negate battle card, which is amazing. And not only that, if your leader card is an Android card, when you play this card, choose 1 battle card with an energy cost 4 or less that's Android in its name, and place it in the drop area and then shuffle your deck. So this deck takes off with things in the drop area, so you need to run 4 of these guys. And this is all budget, and all these cards you can pick them up from the expert deck. So you just pretty much buy 2 expert decks and your deck just goes off like crazy. So we run 4 of those guys, and then obviously we have some modifications a little bit here and there, but we do have 4 quick sweep Android 17. This guy is amazing as well. If you have a Cell card in play, increase this card's energy by 2, so he becomes a 3 drop. And if there are no battle cards in your battle area, you can play this card from the drop area. So you can pretty much do that, and from the drop area, so you can negate it and put them in the drop area for later on for certain combo plays. And then we have Android 18. There's better Android 18 cards in the game, but right now I'm keeping it budget so you don't break the bank. And honestly, this deck's about like 80 bucks or less than that to build. You'll see what cards might be the expensive part, but that's it. But you could pretty much build this very consistently and very budget. And then we have Android 18 Eminent Danger, and then activate main. If your leader card is Android, send this card to the drop area to your warp and choose 1 green Android or green yellow Android card with an energy cost 1 in your drop area and add it to your hand. So these are very consistent cards. They interact very well in the drop area, and yeah, we run 4 of those and you'll see why. And then we have Cell Genetic Consumption. This is a great 1 drop Union Absorb card, just because when you have him out, you play him and then you choose 1 Android or green multicolored. You choose 1 Android 17 in your drop and then play this dude, and then, well, not play him, but you union absorb from the drop area, and then you get to go up in your chain. So you do that, and then you go up like the chain that you'll see right now with the Cell multicolor cards that are very powerful. I think this deck is so underrated. People are not giving it enough credit. I always think that Bandai makes expert and starter decks super broken. Just gotta add certain cards to make it a little bit more competitive. But for the most part, you can make a very strong deck just with this. And then we have Cell Android Absorber. Great card, works very well in the drop area. So if you use the 1-drop negate, you pay 1 green energy if you have a 17 on board, and you play him from the drop, and then your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and places it in the drop area. And if this guy gets KO'd, not only that, you get to play an Android 18 from the drop area to the field if it's 3 or less. So that makes it awesome. Like I said, there's other Android 18 cards that are a lot better than the one I put, but for budget's sake, we're keeping those. All right, and then we'll have an update of this deck. And then, like I said, the Cell chain is multicolor cards. So we have Cell Perfection Reclaimed, and what's great about him is that if you have you use 1 energy for Union Absorb to bring out the 8-drop, and not only that, if you are 4 or more energies, when this card is placed in the drop area from battle by a skill, choose 1 Cell card with an energy cost of 8 in your drop area and play it. So you can constantly go up the chain consecutively, and if they get rid of this guy and you have 4 energies, then you could pretty much bring out the 8-drop without Union Absorbing if he gets KO'd. But with the field card, you're constantly doing some crazy effects, and your opponent just negs cards while they do that. And then we have Cell Perfection Misspent, and like I said, this guy is amazing. You play him. When you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. So when he comes out and play, just KO a battle card. He's 20k, 8, and you'll see why we need him, because he works very well with Successor. So yeah, and then when he's being attacked, you can negate the attack by choosing 1 Android 18 under this dude, place it in the drop, and then you get to play the 4-drop back on the field. So you negate an attack, get rid of him, play him, and then go up the chain again. So it's very consistent. I really like this deck. Like, I'm telling you right now, this is the budget version, but if you can make a competitive, I'll make a competitive one, which might break the bank a little bit, but definitely stay tuned. But we're keeping this as budget as possible. But the competitive version could get expensive. I'm just giving you guys a heads up. And then we have SS Son Goku Valiant Breakthrough. What makes this guy amazing is that if you're 4 energies and then you have the 4-drop or more, I believe, Cell, you get to play this guy for free. So you have him, you play him for free, and not only that, he gets to put an energy card or any card to rest mode when you get to play him for free. So that's awesome. Not only that, if you happen to have Son Gohan on the field, you get to do some pretty cool plays where you combo with him from the drop area. You'll see why. But when you have 4-drop Cell and this guy on field, 4-drop Cell on field, you could play him for free and put an energy card to rest mode, which is such a powerful effect in my opinion, or any card in rest mode. So those blockers, put them in rest mode, energy, put it in rest mode, so you could do your plays and they can't play Frost Deadly Poison or any counterplay cards. So you put it to rest mode, and like I said, this is your game winner right here, the SS Son Gohan Wounded Victor. What makes this guy amazing is that he's Successor, so you could bring him out with this guy. So once he's out, third, fourth turn, you could play him, and then just combo. You could combo Goku from the drop area and restand him for a triple strike again. So when this card attacks, choose up to 1 yellow Son Goku in your drop area and combo with it and switch it to active. That's what this guy lets you do when he's on field. So when you combo with him, he goes back to active for a dual attack triple strike. So that's just very powerful in my opinion. Like I said, this guy, it's so consistent. I really like this deck, and it's a lot of energy manipulation, at least on your opponent's side. You just put things to rest mode, anything into rest mode. It's pretty sick. And we have, since we go into 4 life pretty easily, we play this Defending Father Paragus. People were telling me to play the dual color, but I don't know, I'm not a big fan of it personally. And you draw 2 and you warp 1. So this is what makes this deck a little bit more expensive, is that you have to get these from the Broly starter deck, or when you buy them singles, obviously hit up Core TCG for your DBS needs, or use our affiliate code down in the description down below. And this guy is pretty expensive. Kinda, if you want a foil, then it's gonna be expensive, but if you want a non-foil, you're looking at like a $6-7 super combo. So this is the only expensive part of the deck, honestly. So we move on to the next card. Like I said, I think people are really sleeping on this deck. They don't give it enough credit. And we have pernicious progeny. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm butchering the card like pretty bad, but don't blame me. And then what's great about this guy is that you choose up to 2 cell tokens in your battle area during activate battle, and then for each cell token you like get rid of in the game, you get to put the same number of cards to rest mode. So it could be energy, so you swing with the leader if you need to, then play this guy during battle and put 2 cards to rest mode. So if you could continue your plays and people can negate stuff, and you go for a game with that. Not only that, I think that's a great card. And then we have Light Bullet, which is phenomenal. When you play this, you could put your cell tokens to rest mode, because it says negate the attack, and then you may choose 2 battle cards and switch them to rest mode. And if you switched 2 battle cards to rest mode, your opponent can only attack with battle cards 1 more time. So it's like Nimbus, but a little bit better, because you have to put your cards to rest mode and they can only attack 1 more time. But with the tokens, you could play this, then this. If the next attack is going to go through, put it to rest mode, put pretty much almost all your energy to rest mode, depending on what they're tapping out for, and then you could go for a game the following turn and pressure your opponent pretty badly. So that's why I like Light Bullet. You could play Nimbus if you want. It's just a choice, depends. And the last 2 cards will be Shocking Death Ball, just because you do go to you fill up the drop area pretty easily with the detached 2 cards, and then you put them in the drop, so you'll have sparking no matter what. And this is like last resort. If they're going for game or something, you always save 1 negate and just play it and stop the attack, which is pretty cool. With Light Bullet, this makes it even better personally, and you get to KO anything that's 2 or less, I believe. And there you guys have it. This is the Cell budget deck. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. I will be updating it with the competitive cards, and you'll see how expensive it can get. I'm telling you, it runs a secret rare, so just saying. So there you guys have it from your host, Tony G. If you want to see the deck list before I end this video, definitely hit up our Instagram. The deck list is there. Hit up a comment there if you have any tips you want to give me and make it better. But the deck list is on our Instagram, so definitely go drop a like there, and like this video and comment and be subscribed to the Supah Playaz. And like always, from your host Tony G, y'all stay super.